What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Sunday breakdown. So today's first pair is USD Mexican peso. So if you've been following us for a while now, this pair has been on our watch list for a long time. So we actually traded the first, or like our first trade when I actually started trading this pair was around this area. So overall, we have a triangle with 1, 2, 3, 4 touch over this area, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and we had um, the fifth touch on Friday for this area. So what I wanted to showcase is how price approached this area. So I'm gonna go on into our time frame just to show you what's going on. So inside the triangle, the bigger triangle, we also have like 1, 2, 3, sort of like a channel, and the lower part of the channel with 1, 2, and that touch over this area. So like what I liked on this scenario is the movement of price toward this resistance, and as you all know that price moving in a descending channel or in ascending channel toward the resistance, we can get like a sharp movement back to where price is coming from. So same scenario. So this is the same as this, just that this is a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna take price from here to here to here, so somewhere here. So I'm gonna invert it, then squeeze it a bit so that it can be almost similar to this. So as you can see here, almost same scenario. So I could have just taken maybe from this area. Well, let me just do that. We'll take price from this area to here to here, invert this price, take it to the future here. As you can see from this movement, moving in a descending channel, check what happened. So this is my anticipation. This is what price is going to do. So moving to let's go to 30-minute time frame and see what's going to happen, like exactly. So I'm going to move this, just put it here. So since this is a descending channel, what I'm waiting for is for price at least to break up to here, making this a full touch. So what I want is price to move, test this resistance of this channel, from there and break above, retest, then I'll continue to the upside. So overall, I'm actually buying this. So just buying from this area. I mean, pretty much when the market opens properly, it can have a little bit of a jump, or it can actually move properly to here. Then you can actually buy. Or if you're scared that you're not gonna catch the real entry, you can actually enter there. Just move your stop loss to below the resistance, but that will be like a little bit more of a risky. So still, you can actually enter there, then move your stop loss somewhere here, then you take profit around this area. So that's something like 2.4. I can assure you that you can actually get this Monday, Tuesday, this price movement Monday, Tuesday. So our next pair, Pound Aussie. So Pound Aussie, last week we actually tried to trade this area when this ascending channel. So I was still hoping that price was gonna move to the downside and take this resistance, and from there we can actually pull back. But it seems like we had a price action that like 1, 2, third touch over this area, and we had a descending channel that was supposed to be completed by this movement to the upside. And like overall, pound pairs we just followed out like the past 2 weeks. So basically, if you're not really sure, it's actually better to just move away from any GPP pairs. But like this one, I think it's actually a safe analysis, and I think like price has reached the maximum resistance that it could have reached over the past 2 weeks. So price movement to the downside is gonna be slow. I think it's gonna be like these movements. So after this area, as you can see, this is a daily time frame, and it took something like 2 weeks consolidating over this area. can see probably maybe around this area it took a lot of weeks again, something like 2 weeks again, just to move to the downside here and just to get a pullback again. So pretty much price movement to the downside is gonna be a little bit slower. So if you wanna take this trade, pretty much expect something like this kind of movement. So 0.2%, 0.1%, or you can expect price to move up and down in the same area like this. So going on from the time frame, let me just go to a 2 hour time frame. So 2 hour time frame, what we had is this ascending channel, and it actually got broken up at this area, and price went to retest this resistance. So from there, I don't really get like a much clearer price action that I can say we can actually sell. We can actually sell to this area. This price movement is almost like this price movement, so I can say you actually safe to sell from this area, which you can though, but make sure you just have to put your stop loss around this area, because I feel like price is just gonna move back, make it double top around this area, then from there we can actually move to the downside. So from this area, with this, let me take as you can see, price is already broken about this area. So this is not really like a normal shape, it's just going to be like a triangle. So as you can see, price came to retest here and went up. So for me, I feel like price has to come back to this area, and from there we can actually move back to the downside. So depends how it's gonna move. I prefer taking a trade where price move like this. So in a sort of like an ascending channel, then from there I can actually sell. So for now, I still have price moving to the upside. I don't think price is gonna move to the downside from this area, because it already broke above this support, and now it has to move to the upside. Then from there we can actually sell. So on pound Aussie, you can actually wait for Monday for price to shape up. Then from there you can take your trade from there. Either you can take it to this next resistance, which is this area, something like 4% again. So from here, taking 4% to here, then from there we can see how price is gonna move. Either it's gonna bounce back in this ascending channel, or it can actually break and move to the downside. SG-Try was one of the best last week, so I did. It was actually on the previous Sunday breakdown, so we had 1, 2, and I actually emphasized on this ascending channel towards this resistance, and probably it actually made a confluence on this area. So this horizontal and this trend line. So what happened is like the normal price action, so it's almost like this. So ascending channel, this was descending channel, then you just invert it to make it like this. As you can see, what happened, price moving ascending channel, found its resistance here, came back straight sharp. This only took like I think it took the whole week shaping up around this area. Then we had our movement on Thursday, Friday. Thursday it actually went down, then it went up again, then Friday it actually continued to downside. So on a smaller time frame, just gonna explain it again, and how like I'm just gonna show you where price is gonna go from here. So on a smaller time frame, let's just go on a 5 minutes time frame. We had price movement took like this was the first sell that we had. and price bounced here, it came back, bounced here, and for a minute I actually thought this was gonna be our resistance. Since this is a major resistance, I thought price was now bouncing as a retest here and going to the upside. But I think you just have to believe in your setups, guys. So for me, ascending channels and descending channels, like one of the best setups that I have, like if I see it, I just trade it like that. I don't have to think twice or thrice. So this is what happened when price actually broke here. I had a second entry inside this triangle. The second entry around this area, and then it went down. So for now, since I'm still waiting for my profit target to be hit, I think I'm just gonna close my trades when the market opens, then wait for this to shape up. So I'm waiting for a consolidation that can continue, then from there we continue to the downside. So for now, I'm still waiting for something like a triangle here. Something to shape up like a triangle, then break to the downside and continue. So since I think as you saw on USD Mexican peso, since like Monday, Tuesday price is gonna move to the upside. So instead, maybe this you might see either a consolidation like this, or you can see price movement ranging like this, or you can see price pulling back a bit, maybe coming to this end, then from there we can continue to the downside. So either way, just expect anything. So for me, for this trade, I'm just gonna close it when the market opens. Then from there I can wait and see if price gonna consolidate, range, or pull back. Then from there I can actually put another sell. Euro gold, um, we have, so we had like this rally over like May, June, July till September. Then August it started ranging around this area. So pretty much on a bigger time frame. So there's a 4-hour time frame. You had price moving in a triangle, descending to this area. So this is not really like the price action that I prefer, but since this is a triangle, let me just go on a 1-hour time frame. So as you can see, our triangle, like usually what happens on a triangle when price break to the downside, or to the like if it breaks to the upside in terms of a triangle, you wait for it to retest, and from there you can actually take your trade. So in this case, seems like price didn't really respect this area. So 1, 2, here it broke, it came back, slightly broke, it came back, broke, it came back, now it broke again. So for me, I don't really consider this as a safe break, and like I don't consider this as retest. So for this scenario, what I'm waiting for is price to completely break, come back, then from there I can actually take my first sell. So I can take my first sell. As you can see on this pair, price really moves something like 2%, 3% like a day. So you can see this kind of movement. So after a ranging day or ranging days, you see price movement moving sharp like this. So what I'm waiting for is price to move to the downside, retest, and from there I can actually sell. So since it already broke this is the major resistance. Not considering this fake breaks. So just have to wait for price to continue a bit to the downside, then a retest, and from there we can actually continue with our sell. So this is pretty much for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, just like it, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe.